1:15, this is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. The news edited by Catherine Pereira and read by Niranjan Abesundara. Construction work at the Maha project in the North Central Province commences under the Vari Saubhagya program. President of China expresses willingness to expand cooperation with Sri Lanka. Bail has been granted for Ravi Karunanayake and Arjuna Charchas. The government pays attention to develop the sugar cane industry. In world news, crackdown tightened with the Winhain arrest in Myanmar. Vari Saubhagya, a national program to renovate 5,000 irrigation tanks in Sri Lanka, was inaugurated by the President Gotabaya Rajapaksa this morning. The event is taking place at the Mahamigaswab area in Palugaswab, Anuradhapura. Minister Chamal Rajapaksa said the government, including the President and the Prime Minister's objective, is to implement strategic methods to provide benefits for all farmer communities with utmost use of water that flows into the sea. Minister Chamal Rajapaksa also reiterated that though through this project people of the North Central, Vayamba and the Northern Province could be provided sufficient water at the correct time. 150,000 farmer hectares of farmlands will be developed. A major contribution to the development of the people-centering economy. Priority will be given to agricultural-based economy. According to the Ministry of Irrigation, the project will be fully funded by local budget and will utilize 100% local resources. Vari Saubhagya program launched at the final phase of the Mahavali plan expects to meet the water requirements of the people in the North Central, Northern and Eastern provinces. Former Minister Ravi Karunanayake and Perpetual Treasuries Limited PTL owner Arjuna Charchas have been granted bail by the Colombo High Court today after indictments were served on them. Karunanayake has been charged under Section 19C of the Bribery Act for taking up residence all while serving as Finance Minister at number 5 PH2 Monarch Housing Complex, acquired under the Walt and Rowe Associates Private Limited, where the second accused of the case, Arjuna Charchas, is the director during the period from 12 February to 30 September 2016. The director of the Sugarcane Research Institute, Dr. M.S. Pereira, said the government has paid special attention to develop the sugarcane industry. He made the remarks participating in the Subhadhi program of the SLBC today. A time has come to direct for a new program to develop the country. It is expected to increase the production in order to fulfill the demands of alcohol. The government policy is to develop the sugar industry and to safeguard the sugarcane farmers. This news broadcast comes to you from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. According to the epidemiology unit of the Health Ministry, 706 new COVID-19 cases were reported so far yesterday. Among the positive cases identified yesterday, 74 are associates of the Paleolithic COVID-19 cluster and 2 are arrivals from overseas, including 1 each from the UAE and Kuwait. According to the epidemiology unit report, a total of 67,115 COVID-19 patients have been reported and 6,209 infected patients are being treated at hospitals. Sri Lanka reported 7 deaths yesterday, raising a total of 339, and 60,567 patients have fully recovered and been discharged from hospitals. Police spokesperson D.I. Jaitrohan said India has requested a DNA sample to confirm the death of notorious Sri Lanka underworld figure Madhava Nasanta Chandana Pereira, alias Ango de Lokka, who is believed to have died in Coimbatore. National Intelligence Agency of India has informed Sri Lankan authorities to submit a DNA sample of one of the close relatives of Ango de Lokka. Police spokesperson added that the Criminal Investigation Department is taking necessary measures with regard to the matter. And that ends local news for now.
A mother knows the pain of each member of the family. Siddha Lepa, the trusted relief for aches and pains.
An effective therapy for relief from cold, sneezing, flu, headaches, swelling due to toothaches, rheumatic, discomforts, and muscular aches and pains. Siddha Lepa, the Veda Mahatmya in every home.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddha Lepa Veda Mahatmya.
Chinese President Xi Jinping sent a congratulatory message to his Sri Lankan counterpart Gotabaya Rajapaksa on the 73rd Independence Day of Sri Lanka. On behalf of the Chinese government and Chinese people, President Xi extended his best wishes for the prosperity of Sri Lanka and the happiness of Sri Lankan people. Xi also stressed that China-Sri Lanka relations withstood huge challenges posed by COVID-19 pandemic with stronger political mutual trust, deeper bilateral friendship and broader joint practical cooperation. President Xi reiterated his willingness to continuously work with the President Rajapaksa to further elevate the China-Sri Lanka relations to a new level. Meanwhile, Premier Lee Keng-keun sent his sincere congratulations to the Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa, highly commended the mutual support of the two countries since the outbreak of COVID-19 and extended China's strong commitment to working with Sri Lanka in jointly fighting the pandemic and reviving economies. That was the main news story.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddhalepa Vedamahatmya. Brush your teeth twice a day for healthy teeth and gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, your trusted brands in oral care for many years.
Supiriviki Ayurvedic toothpaste for adults. Kakulu Ayurvedic toothpaste for kids. 9 Ayurvedic ingredients of Supiriviki will protect your teeth and strengthen your gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, products from Siddhalepa.
On to Watch Live, the Foreign Ministry will open a regional consul office in Kandy tomorrow. Regional consul office set up under the guidance of the Foreign Minister Dinesh Gunawardena is aimed to give impetus to the national policy framework of the government, vistas of prosperity and splendour, by enhancing the efficiency and effectiveness of the service delivery to the public, the ministry said. Consular services to be extended to the public will include attestation of birth, marriage and death certificates, educational and other legal documents for their use abroad, extending assistance to family members of Sri Lankans stranded abroad, facilitation of redress and compensation claims of families of migrant workers, and repatriation of human remains from abroad. That came to in Watchlight.
World News. Brought to you by courtesy of...
From the first step you take till the time we meet, the trusted leader prioritizes you always. All you need under one roof. People's Leasing, the trusted leader.
Crackdown tightened with Win Hain arrest in Myanmar. US President Biden gives first foreign policy speech. Denmark to build first energy island in North Sea. Myanmar military is tightening its crackdown on the former civilian government with the arrest of senior leader from Aung San Suu Kyi's National League for Democracy plan. Win Hain was taken from his Yangon home early on Friday. He told that he was arrested under sedition laws. Suu Kyi and other leaders have been arrested since the military launched its coup on Monday, plunging the Southeast Asian country into uncertainty. Their whereabouts remain unknown. The military launched its coup after it claimed a November election won by NLD was fraudulent, though the country's election commission said there was no evidence to back up these allegations. US President Joe Biden has stressed that he will strengthen ties with allies amid the growing influence of China and Russia. Biden delivered his first foreign policy speech at the Department of State yesterday. He stressed the need to engage with the world once again to meet today's challenges. He cited advancing authoritarianism, including growing ambitions of China to rival the United States and determination of Russia to damage and disrupt our democracy. A project to build a giant island providing enough energy for 3 million households has been given the green light by Denmark's politicians. The world's first energy island will be as big as 18 football pitches, but there are hopes to make it 3 times that size. It serves as a hub for 200 giant offshore wind turbines. It is the biggest construction project in Danish history, costing an estimated $34 billion. And back to the headline to the world news. Crackdown tightened with Win Hain arrest in Myanmar. US President Biden gives first foreign policy speech. Denmark to build first energy island in the North Sea. That is World News.
World News. Brought to you by courtesy of...
From the first step you take till the time we meet, the trusted leader prioritizes you always. All you need under one roof. People's Leasing, the trusted leader.
Development News, the Minister of Power and Energy say the project to construct 7,000 small solar power plants in the country will commence in the first quarter of this year. Media spokesman Surakshan Jawardena said the construction project will be handed over only to local investors. On to sports news. Sri Lanka Cricket has announced that today that Sri Lankan cricket team West Indies tour, which was scheduled for this month, has been postponed. Decision came after head coach Mickey Arthur and top order batsman Lauda Thirimanne tested positive for COVID-19 on Wednesday. According to reports, all players were set to start training on Tuesday. However, the entire contingent has been referred to COVID-19 tests. The players, who are also in close contact with Thirimanne and Mickey Arthur, have been asked to self-quarantine. That was sports news.
Contributory deposit of 1,000 rupees from NSB when your child enters grade 1. Open a Hapan Children's Service account for your kid today. Higher interest. Conditions apply.
Business News. Sponsored by National Savings Bank. The safest place for your money.
The Central Bank of Sri Lanka and HSBC Securities and Capital Markets both predict that Sri Lanka will begin positive economic growth from 2021 onwards. The growth, however, might be constrained by the debt dynamics of the country and investor sentiment. Director of Economic Research, Central Bank of Sri Lanka, Dr. Chandranath Amarasekara, said that Sri Lanka experienced an unexpected growth in remittances last December. It's also possible that low earning domestically were countered through high transfers of income by workers abroad. Central Bank surveys show that there have not been significant job losses for Sri Lankans working abroad. That was Business News.
Business News. Sponsored by National Savings Bank. The safest place for your money.
Contributory deposit of 1,000 rupees from NSB when your child enters grade 1. Open a Hapan Children's Service account for your kid today. Higher interest. Conditions apply.
Economic news, courtesy of...
Congratulations on your promotion. When will be our treat, huh?
How about today?
Oh no, I was just joking.
It's fine. I have my LOLC credit card with me. Let's go out today.
Introducing LOLC Finance Credit Cards. Fuel the goodness in you.
District Manager of the Paddy Marketing Board, T.M.K. Thanakon, said that all arrangements have been made to purchase the paddy harvest in the Anuradhapura district. He said 30,000 metric tons of paddy harvest will be purchased. Storage facilities are in place to store 60,000 metric tons of paddy. That was economic news.
Hello, Puta. Did you land already?
No, Amma. We're in transit and our flight got delayed.
Oh, really? How is Shani? Poor thing with her pregnancy. She might be feeling very uncomfortable. The airport must be heavily crowded because it's a season.
Amma, calm down. Everything is sorted. Why, I have my LOLC World Card with me. We are at the VIP lounge. There's nothing to worry.
Those who spread goodness radiate happiness to everyone around them. Introducing LOLC Finance Credit Cards. Fuel the goodness in you.
And on to the weather. Met Department says several spells of showers will occur in the U and Eastern provinces and Hambantota district. Short thundershower will occur in several places in the Sabaragamu and Central provinces and the Gaul, Matra and Kaltara districts after 2 p.m. Fairly heavy falls of about 20 millimeters can be expected some places in Sabaragamu province and the Gaul, Matra, Kaltara and Lower districts. Mainly fair weather will prevail elsewhere over the island. And back to the headlines of the news. Construction work of the Mahala project in the North Central province commences under the Vari Saubhagya program. The President of China expresses willingness to expand cooperation with Sri Lanka. Bail has been granted for Ravi Karunayaka and Arjun Aloysius. The government pays attention to develop the sugarcane industry. And in world news, crackdown heightened with the Windhead's arrest in Myanmar.